Alright, you are looking at the new Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men series Deadpool figure. Now, this is the package. As you can see, I've already got it out and been messing with it, but the package is nice yellow and black, so you'll be able to spot it from a distance against, the racks at your local Target or Toys R Us or wherever you're finding these. Pretty standout packaging. It does look nice, mint on card, so there's that. As you can see, the figure itself, really nice. We'll get into all the specifics right now. So here's the figure, down to his barest form that you can get to him. I don't think the belt can come off. I was trying to find a way, and it doesn't look like it can. So that's kind of too bad, because I was wondering if I would be able to switch the old Deadpool's gear with like the strap and the cross strap over his shoulders there onto this figure, just because, I don't know, I kind of like that look and wanted to see what it would look like. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. So anyway, you can kind of tell already that this figure uses a lot of parts from the Bucky Cap mold. I think most of the torso and arms and legs are, until you get to the lower arms and the lower legs. Now, I guess it's technically the boot mold, but he has like these gauntlet, almost like shin guard type things on his boots, and then like wrist gauntlets on his arms. So, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I like the sculpting detail on him. Not much in the way of like paint detail on this figure as far as like the armor pieces go, but he does have like the buckles painted on his boots, as you can see, and he's got like the belt is painted. He also has these silver pieces on his chest and stuff. I guess it's supposed to be like clips that hold his costume in place. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, overall, it's cool. There's a decent amount of paint work on here that makes the figure look really nice. Looking at his belt, you can see that he's got a couple of grenades hung off the side there. Again, with the belt, and as you'll see also when I put like the sword straps on and the sheaths and stuff, would have benefited from a little bit of paint detail, but, it doesn't look bad. It's just kind of plain. Now this is a part of the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave, and in lieu of a Juggernaut part, this Deadpool comes with all the accessories you see here, which we'll get into little by little here. First, you have his alternate head, his unmasked zombie head, I guess. He basically just looks like Freddy Krueger. Moving on, we get this bazooka rocket launcher type deal. Nice mold, and this little boxing glove thing, like if you don't like it, it pops right out. So you're able to just use it as a standard rocket launcher. I'm trying to remember if this is the same one that's coming with that new Punisher that's coming out. I believe it is, but either way, I like it. It looks cool. I like the green. Again, would have been nice to have a little more detail, and you'll see that across the board with all these weapons. A little bit of paint detail would have really made them pop, so I might wind up doing that myself at some point. And yeah, the boxing glove comes out. You get the same swords that the previous Deadpool figure from Hasbro got, and I believe these are the same sheaths too, but these are like molded in a softer plastic and they're straight. So putting them in to the sheaths, it curves the sheaths to match the sword. So I don't know, it doesn't bother me or anything, but it's just interesting that they wouldn't have like the pre-curved sheaths to fit the sword. But no big deal. And also you can see here that this is the shoulder strap harness type deal, and again, as I mentioned with the belt, a little more paint would have been nice, but when you get it on the figure and stuff, it does look good. Same can be said for the little holster that he goes on his right leg. Just a little gun strap, a couple of ammo pouches there. Nice little addition. The earlier Hasbro version had a similar type thing, and it's nice that they kept the theme going. Then you start getting into his firepower over here. We got this kind of, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be some kind of like futuristic looking assault rifle or, I don't know, some kind of thing. It looks like it would almost be better suited for somebody like Bishop or Cable or somebody like that, but Deadpool does look cool with it, so I'm fine with it. Then you get the two pistols. I believe they're identical. And then you get whatever this thing is. I'm sure somebody might know, but it has this like a giant drum underneath it, almost like a Tommy gun, but it looks a little too like modern or futuristic to be like any kind of a Tommy gun, so I don't know what this is. But, it's just another weapon for Deadpool. It's probably some made-up comic book thing, and I'm just supposed to accept it. So, I'm cool with it. Then you get this knife, which actually sheaths pretty nicely inside of his boot. I dig it. And lastly, he comes with this taco, because Deadpool likes chimichangas. I don't understand. I mean, would it have killed Hasbro to make a chimichanga instead of a taco? I don't really get it. I mean, that'd be like if like I loved hamburgers, and then Hasbro made an action figure of me, and instead of a hamburger, they put in like a grilled cheese or something. It's like, you're close, I guess. But you didn't even bother to make it the right thing. So for scale and comparison purposes, here he is against the last Hasbro Deadpool figure in the form of his X-Force version from, I want to say it was like the third wave of the Return of Marvel Legends. It's something I never thought about until having these two side by side, but how like thin and kind of lanky this figure looks. Um, Again, I still like it. It's not a bad figure, but I think this one is clearly the better of the two figures. Although I will say I still like this costume better than the red one. So, I don't know. Now that they got this figure all sorted out, it'd be interesting to see if Hasbro goes back and remakes like the blue and yellow costume, or if they do like this X-Force costume. I think it would be cool, and it'd be basically Hasbro's excuse to print more money, since Deadpool's going to sell pretty much no matter what they do. So, if you're wondering if he fits in with the older Hasbro figures or even some of the Toy Biz stuff, the answer is yes, he'll look good with figures in this scale. So overall, I would say if you find this figure, pick it up, because it is a good figure, and chances are if you see it in stores, it won't be there for long, so buy it. Deadpool's kind of had like this cultural like revolution happen over the past 10 years, and then since the movie came out, his popularity has like skyrocketed even further, so this may be a hard figure to come by. I found mine in FYE of all places. I was literally like just going in there to browse around, and I was on my way out of the store, and I happened to look over at a table, and they had two X-Men figures out. This one right in front and Kitty Pryde in the back. And I was like, well, I get the feeling Kitty Pryde's probably not going to be hard to find, so I bought the Deadpool. And I do have a case coming from the ACBA web shop, so that'll get here at some point soon, and I'll have an extra for either, you know, a friend or for trading or whatever the case. I'll find something to do with it, I'm sure. But yeah, good figure. Huge improvement over the last one, as I've shown. The only benefits I can think of the last one over this one would be the butterfly joints inside the shoulder. But other than that, this one is easily the better of the two figures. If you're not sold by my review, I'd say go check out other people's reviews. I know Glenn Webb has been reviewing all these X-Men figures in this new wave, and I'm not sure, as of right now, me recording this video, he hasn't put up the Deadpool one yet. So by the time you're seeing this, it may be up. But I'd say go check it out. I like Glenn's channel, and I think if you like figure reviews, you will too. So with that said, this has been Captain McKay. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.